In a world where AAA games are more disappointing than a COVID birthday party, comes the indie savior that every bug enthusiast has been waiting for. Bugsnax 3. Wait, wrong bug game. In a sequel that boldly asks, what would happen if the B-movie got a Zack Snyder remake? And before you say that would never happen, he made that one about talking owls wearing armor. Unless I dreamt that. I didn't dream that, did I? Hollow Knight Silksong. Welcome back to the hollow world of the trash heap for a sequel that people wouldn't shut up about with the ferocity of GTA 6, with a dedicated fan base so hungry for another game that they basically became a doomsday cult. And after years of tears and sorrow, their blind faith is finally rewarded with more of the absolute ball smashing that those sick masochists enjoy, which I guess is pretty on theme for this series, releasing a series that was unanimously praised for beating you like a dorm room sock. That just seems to be what people are into now. I mean, at one point, feet were the popular kink, so I think we're definitely moving in a way healthier direction. Or not. Get unceremoniously dropped into the moody world of Farloom as you're swept away to a far-off land where you'll play the Scarlet-Cloaked Hornet, captured so they can extract your sweet, sweet silk milk. Wait, that's not how hornets work, do they?
Cannot get honey from a hornet's nest.
I just don't think there's any science to support that, buddy.
Until you make your escape and proceed to knife crime everything that even moves a little bit wrong as she climbs to the Citadel in search for those responsible for her capture and the nefarious silk strings that have tainted the minds of the population. Along the way, uncovering the many mysteries of Farloom from a bunch of zany bugs. Not to mention carrying as many weapons as your big old thorax can handle, which is probably like 50 times your body weight, and that's a bug fact. See, who says we're not educational? In storytelling that would make even the most hardcore Dark Souls heads thirsty for more. With a gothic reinterpretation of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, except with more wholesale bug slaughter than a can of Raid. Oh geez, is this what I've become? I'm a monster! Sprint around the frustrating Metroidvania-style tunnels of Silksong that will have you networking around the vast network of catacombs like, well, a bug. As you blindly roam around the level until you realize that sometimes navigation isn't just given to you, but has to be bought in pieces, because not even the tiniest of creatures can escape from the clutches of capitalism. Sheesh, if this is what the management is like, I don't even want to know how savage the bug IRS is. Then finally get some semblance of direction and explore the many winding hallways and labyrinthine levels, smashing your head against the walls, pole vaulting and flipping on every creature, just in case you can cheat having to come back one more time. An exploration where finding all the nooks and crannies is half the fun, and the other half is running back to where you just came from because you made one bad flip and got turned into paste. Honestly, getting the map is just a formality, really, because by the end of it, you'll be intimately familiar with the levels. You know, like how someone just gets used to walking around an insane asylum? Mad? I'm not mad. You're mad. Oh, can I get the Jell-O, please? Dive into what the UN would call a war crime, but this game calls combat mechanics that, despite all the many games you've played of this ilk, somehow still feels like getting rolled over by a Mack truck, where timing and pattern recognition is everything, and one greedy attempt at an attack can turn you into bomb spaghetti that will have you weaving tiny gaps at all the moves that take up a third of your screen, or ganks you while you're trying to heal, which is especially essential, cause this game loves to throw more bugs at you than a Bethesda title. Then grow your survival percentage by gathering abilities, items, sub-weapons, and crests to customize your battle style. But mostly just go back to playing OG Hollow Knight so you don't have to do college trigonometry trying to land a downward strike. With combat that doesn't shy away from all the fun toys it'll give you, making you feel slightly better that you're trying something different, so it doesn't feel like you wasted 45 minutes trying to get past this fat f***ing bug. in combat that was able to harness the pure frustration and fury you feel when you can't seem to kill that fly that keeps flying around your face.
I swear on my mother's grave, I will burn this house to the ground.
So milk that silk and get ready to make that needle sing in a sequel that is just what every Hollow Knight fan wanted. But for those that are jumping right into Silksong, a brutal reminder that just because something is cute, it won't think twice about absolutely wrecking your shit. Hey, maybe you could try a more relaxing hobby, like fighting a rabid dog or Russian roulette. Starring Charlotte's Web Dead Redemption, Bakanda Forever, Hammer Sister, Grindel Mindset, Inflation Enthusiast, Straight Up Wendigo. You got a first edition Charizard? KK Slimer, Pinstress Board, Loves Cardio, Naked Mr. Krabs, The Patches of Hollow Knight, Blue Mushroom Rule 34, Dung Bug Eater, Doflamingo, Mustache Rides, Must Protect at All Costs, and the bestest dog, Bug Song 2. Okay, I know you guys are freaks, but did you really need to make the bug lady this thick? Because if invertebrates aren't safe from the gooning ray, what is really? I'm starting to think it was right for the bug god to smite us. Tell us what you'd like to hear in my epic voice in the comments below. Don't mess with my experimental film. Everybody, dance now. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. I'm scared of the cars from Cars. If gasoline is their food, why do they have teeth? Hey, you're doing your best. Great job.